All right. I'm back with a little quick swiftness. Let me hit my light. I should have switched something for the video, huh? Not for real. I need to stop snatching this shit off when I ain't ready. Okay, yeah. Dynamite. Everybody outside want to get loud right now? Okay, this video here is... Let me come on. I don't even know how to come into a video. Unstable creature here. Let's get it. I'm about to come off the line with it. Since my rating don't want to use this slogan, I'm going to fucking use it, okay? Off the line with it. And right off the line with it, I want to jump right into Shannon Sharp and the Undisputed. For a very long time, I have been so worried about you. Not like that, but because you mentioned that you were so cool with AB. Now, you're seeing what you thought was so funny and what you thought was okay for him to do when he joined the Raiders and when he wouldn't sit down when the team first came into preseason and everybody sat and was getting to know each other and shit, and he just at the door and people was complaining about him not coming to the meeting or him doing whatever he wanted, and he was like, that's AB. And then when he left us and went to the Patriots, he was like, yeah, he could do a little structure here, he could do a little structure there. But no, that don't fly. I've been saying, I even wrote it on my notebook prior to Mitch Rentz even coming up with FAB. But since it is there and we on the same squad, I'm going to stick to it, and that is a FAB. For the simple fact that from the time he came in, he did nothing but play with us. I do put him to some sense of Randy Moss, because when Randy Moss came in, he did us the same way. We was willing to pay him, give him everything he wanted, put him out on the field, do that. We was willing to do that. But like I said, and I said Gruden better. That's one thing I was happy with Gruden. He didn't take no shit from him. If we already had examples where people coming in thinking like, okay, well, Raiders, they gonna, no. We picking up for the skills, the momentum, and to further everything about the Raiders. Not for somebody that's taking us for a ride and kicking and whoop-de-whoop, and you was all settled with that. You was fine with that. And I started to make a video about a week or so ago when... No, it wasn't even a week ago. It had to be much, much longer ago about that. But I started to make a video on Shannon Sharp completely because how I would say how just his calm demeanor was about him going to the Patriots. See, this is a pattern. And I seen this pattern with Randy Moss. And I said the same thing. We have got to get rid of his ass. Anybody that's going to try to get on here and be a shit show and not be a part of it, it's like, no, you don't come to the same people that's paying you and you shit on them. We not paying you to shit on us. We not paying you to do shit like that. If anything, if you want to take a shit, you go take it to the ops. You don't come shit on our fucking front floor. You don't come do shit like that. So when you got switched, and then when they did you like how you needed to be done, I felt like we was even in my book because you shitted on somebody that was willing to take you, and which we did, even though like people have skills. You know what I mean? But if ain't nobody willing to touch your skills, and then we bring you in, and we polish those motherfucking skills, and now you ready to move on without, being humble. You ain't even got to be humble, but just be thankful and know. You know how people just give their shout outs and knowing where they came from. Because before we got you, wasn't too many people taking you up on any type of offer. And I'm speaking up on Randy Moss. And this is the same thing with Antonio Brown. I just don't get how you not look at it like that. You already in a situation, and I was saying to myself the whole time we had Antonio Brown. Somebody even stopped me and asked me about it. How you feel about it? So I say that if he do become a shit show with even all the money that we giving him, I wouldn't play him. I wouldn't give you no time on the field, because not only are you looking at us as a joke, because everybody or a lot of players look at Patriots like that's the king, that's the team, that's all American team, that's where I want to be. That's Randy Moss did us the same way, and they fucked Randy Moss. Randy Moss tried to fuck us, but we were just like, go on about your business, player. Now, No, Randy Moss did fuck us a little bit, and we just pushed him on, and then the Patriots fucked him because y'all trying to get to a team. In my eyes and in their eyes, they fully feel like they complete. They fully feel like they complete. So to add you to the roster, you would just be like somebody that, you know, we can use, but it's not like anybody that they depending on, okay? And that's what y'all asses get. Y'all want to go there? Y'all go on and get there because they don't need y'all. And just like we showed you from the time we came out on the field and bust out, we didn't need your ass. I don't want you. I didn't even want to see your ass in no fucking black and silver because you don't deserve it. And that's just what it is. Now, what else? I think I just got 2 cards. Yeah, and then, okay. And now he's a little upset because you got the Saints. The Saints got Antonio Brown now. And he looking like, why you get them? You know, he still got to go against with the commissioner. Let me tell you something. Not like that. And I'm a humble person. And I do unto others as I want undone unto them. But Antonio Brown has skills, and it would have been all gravy and all good for him to like be with us, but he shitted on us. And then you tried to play like, oh well, you ain't got to do this, you ain't got to. It's a lot of people that been in the league, you know what I mean, like that, but still show respect. It's just the point of getting to know your players. It's just the point of all of that stuff. And then we see one preseason video where him actually interacting, but to tell you the truth, with my eyes and how I get down and how everybody is on the field, you see everybody, and the only person he want to chill with is, who was that? Incognito, the same nigga that was calling somebody a nigga. We don't know that situation, but I know it wasn't a situation for him to be like, nigga. Okay? So we got all of that shit to look at. Incognito, you be out there. Wait, that's his name? Ingrid? Incognito? No, Incognito was the one that called somebody a nigga, right? Oh, shit. Well, anyways, that was the only person that he talked to that was on the field other than the defensive coach. No, the offensive coach talking to him, talking to AB. But he really didn't show no interest. He tried to show interest with another player that was traded that came in with him or around the time that he came in. But nope, I just look at it like he didn't respect it. I watched the videos. I watched his interaction. I watched all of that. You didn't show no respect. And I'm telling you, my turning point for Al Gruden and Derek Carr is when you see that shit ain't right and you go ahead and snatch it up and say, nah, we're not finna take that route. I don't even care if we lose on account of this. We're not taking that route with your ass. And that's just what it is. And I'm glad that they kicked their beat to the fucking curb. And to tell you the truth, I'm glad the Patriots didn't do nothing with his ass either. And that's real. Now, I just be going everywhere. This video started for, okay, Shannon Sharp. I'm still going to stay up on that. Now, Shannon Sharp, it sounded like now you are a bit tired with your friend or keeping up emotion. Like, yeah, he, you just got to know him. Once you know him, this is the type of things that he get. Then now you see that commission, and now you see that the Saints is trying to pick him up, and now he all looking like, I'm finna get on the field. Fuck all with all y'all saying. It becomes like, who is this nigga? Like, even that's your friend, you still got to be mindful. Like, if I play into the role with him, like, yeah, do what you going to do. How long you think that shit is going to last? You should have let his ass know when he was making these buffoonery-ass moves or situations like this when his fuckboy ass was at the Lakers, when they really was about to be like, give you what you want, let's go. You put it. I'm glad he didn't have the tolerance for him. And Shannon Sharp, I'm glad to finally see in your face, in your demeanor, how you speak on how you feel about Antonio Brown. I'm just a little mad that you speaking like now he is after the fact, like you got to be with the commissioner because of the shit that you've been through and all of this stuff. But when you watched him in the preseason, I watched you, and you spoke up on that video how like, that's just him, and that's just not. We're not talking about with Pittsburgh where they allowed you to do that shit, where they actually was like, okay, well, this is how it's going to go until, like you said, until whenever we replace your ass. But it's to a point, like, you come into a new field or you come into, just a new space. Like, come on now, be respectful. And even if you don't want to be, I look at shit totally different. This shit is weird to me. Because you don't want to pay a person that don't want to be there. Then you don't want to pay a person that you don't know, which could. That's just like I be looking at car situation. You can't tell me in certain situations where he will throw a bullet, he will throw something straight, and then you have this open field, and now it's like he don't want to throw, or he throws short, or he throws something that's frivolous to what you know that he's gonna throw. That's what pisses me off, and that's what drives me fucking wild. Because you're like, why would you do that? Like, come on now. But now I can see why you have this little attachment to Glennon, and you have this attachment to Renfro. Renfro get out there, but I be feeling like it's just we got a lot of men. We got a lot of men, and we have to rotate them. I love RD. It's like I could watch RD do their thing off the line with it all day. It's just our fists is sometimes y'all weird. Y'all weird. And then when Derek stepped down, it's like, don't do that. I don't really have a big problem with Glennon, but from the preseason, from when I was shown the skills, when you look at these type of things, you can tell the difference in the quarterback. That's just like Carr. Like now, I get way more proud of Carr because of the shit that he will initially do himself. Now, it's so many times where he like, okay, all the men's are blocked up, boom, and throw, or either run for himself. When I say I get so excited to watch him just like, not just stand there and look at everybody scramble, but when you see an opening for yourself, that you just go for it, like, that's the shit that I'm looking for. That's the shit that I love. And a lot of times, even if I'm mad at Carr, it would totally switch my attitude up. Because now I feel like you playing for us. Now I feel like you doing what you need to do for us. Because it's not just for you. It's not just for, it's just so much that go with it. So when I see you go the extra mile, it's like I'm going to get right behind you. It's like I want to be right behind you for that extra mile, that extra push, that extra everything. But when you don't go for it and you see that it's open, sometimes it could be a hesitant moment, but I can't stand to see you hold back more than anything when it's such a fast-paced game. It's such a game that you have to hurry up and get off and have that momentum. Keep that momentum. Keep all of that. But then when you fall back or slack or whatever, I don't even know. I can't even describe or tell you what's in Glennon to really just get out there. But from the beginning, and I've been vocal about this, Have my little fingers, even though they kind of plump and they hit other keys and other buttons, and I misspell a lot of stuff, so I try to correct it. But I've been saying, sit Glennon ass down. Should have been had Peterman up in that motherfucker doing what he can for us, at least. I mean, come on now. When you see the drive and certain people, no, you don't want him to throw an interception, but at the same time, I think I seen Glennon. If anything, they tied with fucking interceptions. But Peterman gets us where we need to get, or where we need to be at a certain time. It seemed like just Glennon pace and everything. You can't. You don't want to rush him, and you can't rush the situation. So it gets way harder. It's like, God dang, I really want him to. Like, he can be as patient, because I don't see Glennon just getting the ball and throwing it, Peterman getting the ball and throwing it, it's still that same, shuffle look, all of that. And I don't see that from Glennon. I literally see, it's no diversity. Just say if I'm looking in one way, he just gonna look that way. Like when he bag up, it's just like he just gonna look at that man until he open. He don't look at his side. I've seen him so many times, and I just don't see that. Maybe I could be overlooking. Hey, maybe it's just me, man, and my attitude. Maybe it's just me thinking about Peterman over Glennon. That I don't want to accept or see certain things that Glennon do, but when I see it, I'll be like, oh, why? I be wanting whoever that they put out there, regardless of who they are, it's about this. And when they get out there and do that, it's like I'm all for it. But we had too much time on the field with it, and we don't have space like that. After this game with the Broncos, we either made or we gonna be made or broken after that. Like that's just what it is. And even though in my head, like I look at all of these teams, they ooh shot. They don't measure up. And that could be me and my love for the team, but I really pay attention to the skills and then, always trying. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't gonna say I always look at, other teams. I may hear about the stats, watch little highlights and stuff like that, which I watch a lot of highlights, but like to watch a whole game and other stuff like that. I tend to turn if announcer or anybody starts talking about another team. It's just like, I don't know. I don't share the same, I don't know. I just don't want to hear about another team. It just doesn't do anything. Because I'd be like, that's a lie. That's a lie. Stacks of lies. That's a lie. Because Stacks can say one thing, they get on the field, and like I always say, they say so much shit about other defense, how defense this, defense that, and then they come against us, and they don't get that far. And that's why I be looking like, come on now. Come on now. Come on now. We off the line with it, and we need to keep it up. Like, come on. So now we're gonna play the Bengals. I mean, not the Bengals, the fucking Broncos. The sick cunts. No, sick cunts. I got nothing for the Broncos. Okay. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump off of this because I'm going to have to tag this on this. I'm going to have to tag this up. But, y'all done spoke all of that. This video was supposed to be short as shit and for Shannon short because you're watching your friend fuck up. I'm watching your friend fuck up. And quite frankly, he need to be fucked up. Because this ain't no... Not for real. I make too much noise. I don't see why my kids are so loud. But okay, yeah. But yeah, the Shannon Sharp. How you like watching him just play and pull all of this out of his panties? You must have told him to pull his panties aside so all this bullshit could slide in a little bit better, huh? No. You tired of it. I'm tired of it. It's true. As we should be. He should be benched now. I mean, it's plenty of great people that had to put their pride aside, put everything aside and go ahead and do what they need to do to get back to the love of the game or get back to his family in the game, get back to all of that. And look like you're trying to go around some stuff. But hey, you're not with us, so I don't, just go ahead and take your seat. Just go ahead and take your seat. Handle your little charges, because if this was a regular person, we'd be somewhere behind bars handling the charges. So handle your little funky ass charges. Sit your ass down. Shut your ass up. And give whoever team you on their money back, because you ain't gonna be worth it. You ain't gonna be worth it. Every time we look at you, I hope we crush you, okay? Crush you. Crush you. And your little weird ass hairdos, they're not bad, but fuck them, okay?